Good morning, everybody. Lone Wolf Rick here, and today I'm on Tropicana Avenue here at McDonald's back there. I had some breakfast and I'm just out roaming around trying to decide what I was going to do, but I figured I better get some breakfast in to build up some energy. It's about 10 a.m. here in Las Vegas. It's already 95 degrees. They're looking for a projected high of 106. As we look back there at the business back there, we see the Orleans Hotel back there in the background here on Tropicana. We look over this way, we see the Palms, that's on Flamingo. And we see the Rio right there on Flamingo. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk, I'm just going to walk back towards the Strip here. And just take a nice leisurely walk. And we'll see what the day brings. So this actually will be views to the Las Vegas Strip. Hope everybody's had a great weekend this weekend. I got my trusty Dr. Pepper here from when I was at the McDonald's there. This street right here that I just passed right here, Dean Martin Drive. And I'd like to thank everybody that watched my videos from Dean Martin. It's like from this location right there, I walked up to Allegiant Stadium and showed all the sites and a little shopping center mall. It's like that's along the way there, and these hotels and stuff right here. This Hampton Inn right there is supposed to be a really nice hotel. And then I did a walk through this way going northbound. Dean Martin that way, that I walked all the way down to Flamingo Road, and that was quite a walk, to be honest with you, and that one got pretty good views, so I appreciate you taking the time to watch them. You know, as I try to show people ways to get around town. You know, Dean Martin Drive here runs parallel to Interstate 15, and a lot of times it's a lot quicker to take those off-roads than it is to you know, get on the interstate or travel the Las Vegas Strip or whatever. So you know, I hope people are learning their way around a little bit around the town. And you know, I show some shopping malls and shopping centers and stuff, and you know, if there's certain things that you might need or whatever, you know, what businesses are in those, or even restaurants. You know, sometimes you might want some different foods that they don't have on the Strip. So it's show you how diverse Las Vegas is. Hey, one other thing I wanted everybody to know also, this morning when I was coming into the Strip, I stopped by the Excalibur, and the Fat Burger is now open at the Excalibur Hotel. It's on the second level in the food court. They did not build a like a new restaurant. There was a restaurant on the second floor that was just like a kind of a burgers and breakfast kind of place up there, and Fat Burger just kind of took over that location. It was actually the biggest of the fast food places up there on the second floor at the Excalibur Hotel. So yeah, it's like I just so the Fat Burger there is open, so I'm assuming you know, before they put those notices up or those pieces of paper that you know, maybe they wanted to get them open. So I'm going to assume that the one at the Venetian is now open also. And I'll probably stop by there this week maybe just to confirm that. Take a look down Interstate 15, see the cars leaving the Las Vegas resort corridor. Although it doesn't look like that traffic's very thick today either. So I know the hotel room rates wasn't as expensive as when it's a busy weekend. So that kind of tells me that people may be waiting for next weekend. You know, with the 4th of July being on a Monday, most people have a 3-day weekend. So I'm sure next weekend will be a whole lot busier than it was this weekend. And I actually mentioned this on the on my walk around the Link property last night. I saw a interview with the gentleman that owns the Circa Hotel in downtown off of Fremont Street. You know, the brand new, it's not brand new anymore, but the new Circa Hotel. He also owns the D and the Golden Gate. And he was kind of saying that his business has dropped quite significantly over the last month and a half, which kind of tells me that the visitor count has probably dropped off also here in Vegas. Hello, horsey. But he was looking at different things, and he was saying that the certain aspects of his business was a double-digit drop. So, and it normally happens here in Vegas. You know, the summer months, traditionally, the summer months were always kind of the slow period for Las Vegas. Nobody wanted to come here when it was 110, 115 degrees. Last year was kind of an anomaly, as last summer, you know, with the pandemic kind of, I guess, slowing down. Last summer was a pretty good time for Las Vegas, as people were trying to get back to a little normalcy. But this year's kind of following the path of past traditions, with the business downturn in the summertime. And like I said, this week coming up is supposed to be anywhere between 105 and 110, at least on the projected forecast anyway. I don't know if y'all saw it. It's like, you know, I did a video where I did a walking tour of Reno Avenue. And Reno Avenue is that's the street on the other side of the Luxor over there. And I just kind of walked that back way from the Luxor. And if you remember, I got to the point where I said this was Frank Sinatra Way that runs through the back side of the properties. This street right here, you see those couple of cars going by there? This is Frank Sinatra Way. So it runs from up there, and then it runs all the way down to past City Center. Another quicker way to get around here without maybe driving the Strip or having to get on Interstate 15 to try to navigate your way around Vegas. Take a look here at the Excalibur. Now, I love Fatburger. Yeah, that's probably, I've made that kind of clear, but you know, realistically, I probably only eat there maybe, you know, once a month, once every 6 weeks. I mean, because it's a huge burger. And, you know, especially in the summertime, you know, being out and about and don't need to have all that food. It's like sitting on my stomach, you know. Couple of nice bus rigs right here. Place I used to work at, there was a gentleman that came in. Now this was pre-pandemic, so this probably would have been like maybe 2018 actually. He had bought 3 of these converted Greyhound buses, or Greyhound type buses, and his purpose was he had bought them to lease them back out. And his first lease, he leased them out for 6 months to the rock group Aerosmith. And so he was hoping to make that into a very lucrative business. But his margin was pretty small, actually. And he leased the buses, all 3 buses out to the group. And I mean, it sounded like he was making decent money off of them, but you know, the price of these buses, I'm trying to go off memory, but you know, I know they were a little less than $1 million a piece, but I think somewhere between 750,000, maybe, if I remember right. So you're leasing them out. You know, like I said, it's like, you know, it seems like a good rate, but then you've got all the maintenance and everything on them. And I know I used to see him semi-regularly. He would come into the store and we'd talk a little bit. But then once the pandemic hit, I never saw him anymore after that. So I'm sure he took a really bad hit, you know, with everything shutting down and people not touring. I mean, people didn't tour for just what, 2 years, year and a half. So that's a long time for something like that to just be sitting around and have no revenue in. So like I said, I never saw him after that. So you know, but he was talking about expanding the fleet. See across the way there, New York's running the roller coasters, getting them ready. I think they start running at 11 o'clock. But they run them to test them to make sure, you know, from a safety codes and everything's okay, and they run all right. So I want to thank everybody also for watching the video that I did from here. Now that I see that sign, I did a video from the buffet. Yeah, I came in and had brunch at the buffet here, and that one's got close to 1,000 views. So I appreciate that very much. And I will say the food was very good here. I was extremely pleased. I did have the buffet over at the Luxor and was pretty disappointed in the Luxor. In fact, I made I think I made a comment at the end of the Luxor. It's like, you know, for the kind of money that you're spending on it, because the Luxor is in that $30 range. I said just walk over to the Excalibur and have their buffet. That's a lot better. That's up where Station Casinos got another variance on the from the city of Las Vegas. Their plans are for, you know, the two properties they have on Rancho, Texas Station and the Fiesta, to keep them closed another year. And they have to get those variances in order to keep and maintain the gaming license. So I think every 6 months they have to actually have some play there in order to keep the variance alive. But normally what they do is they just pull in a trailer with a few slot machines in it. They throw a few bucks at them, and you know, that's the that's how you keep it alive. But anyway, they were due to expire in June of this year, and they got an extension to June of next year. So, you know, we did, geez, a year ago, we did a video. It's like on those two properties and the Fiesta property out on Lake Mead Boulevard in Henderson. You know, all three of those are closed. And we did a video a year ago talking about you know, the employees that lost their jobs. A lot of employees that worked there for, you know, over a decade. But don't count on those properties opening anytime soon. We'll take the elevator up to the pedestrian bridge. If you ever see me do a video where I said I'm starting out on a pedestrian bridge over Tropicana near the Las Vegas Strip, this is the pedestrian bridge right here. Nice air conditioning in this elevator. Alright everybody, well I think that's going to do it for this video. I got a few things planned today, so I'll be out and about, roaming about the strip here. Well, Rick, thank you very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it on the walk to, more or less, the Las Vegas Strip. There's New York, New York right there. Hope everybody has a great rest of the weekend, and everybody stay healthy, okay? You know, the coronavirus here in Las Vegas is spiking again, and you know, the Clark County Health Department had been asking people to you know, if you're inside these places, to wear a mask again, even though nobody does it. But so I guess it's still not over. Hey everybody, take care, okay? We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye everybody.